All right, listen up. Welcome to the reigning, defending, undefeated, undisputed, most secret podcast on the only planet God cursed with sentient life. A little show we call Nobody Asked Shawn, hosted by none other than me, Tiki Dermani, the Diamond Boy, the Thin Black Duke, the Shoguns, the Cavalier, the Shy Halud, Shawnee Paper Towels, the Big Ornament, the Dunce Who Was Promised, the Prince of the Parlays, big time this week, International Heartthrob, heir to the Murray's Hair Pomade Fortune, and of course, the first Jamaican in the Kentucky Derby. It's been an alright week for me, man. The Prince of the Parlay. This is a name I bestowed upon myself, like most of my nicknames. You're not supposed to give yourself your own nickname. Yeah, I mean, it's supposed to be bestowed upon you, but I earned this one because your boy went crazy on FanDuel this week. I can't give you any numbers. I'll give you these numbers. I had an 18-leg parlay, right? Opening night of the NBA, right? And then I had another 16-leg parlay that same night. If you're not a gambler and you don't know what that means a parlay is a bet in which there are multiple stipulations. So a normal bet is, hey, I'm going to bet that the Golden State Warriors will beat the Lakers on opening night, right? A parlay will be saying, hey, I'm going to bet that the Golden State Warriors will beat the Lakers and Steph Curry will score 25 or more points, right? Well, I had an 18-leg parlay. That means I had to have 18 different things happen in order for it to pay out. So, you know what I mean? It was crazy. It was like LeBron over 25 points, Steph over 25 points, Andrew Wiggins over 10 points, Jordan Poole over 10 points. Jordan Poole with 2 plus made threes, Steph with 2 plus made threes, Steph with 3 plus made threes, Klay Thompson with 2 plus made threes, Draymond with 4 plus rebounds, Draymond with 4 plus assists, Steph with 4 plus assists, LeBron with 4 plus assists. It was like, I mean, just stacking them. That's pretty impressive, bro. So I am the Prince of the Parlays. That's probably the one nickname that's earned by me. And I'm pretty happy. It's one of those things where like I probably should have bet more money, but if I would have bet more money, I probably wouldn't hit the parlay. So you know what? I'm gonna keep it reasonable. It was a nice windfall for me. Not enough where like it's not enough that changed my life. Unless like you consider getting a PS5 changing my life, which I guess I sort of do. So yeah, it's gonna change my life. I'm definitely getting a PS5 now that I hit these parlays, and hopefully I'll hit some more, and maybe I'll spread the PS5 wealth around. Maybe some people in my life will be getting a PS5 this year because of the great people over at FanDuel. This is not a sponsorship, but goddamn, what a week. It was also a great week for discourse, or a great week to point out the unimportance of discourse, rather, because that one guy that I always say I'm not going to talk about anymore, he was doing stuff. He likes to do stuff. You know that guy, the rapper guy. He made those albums about college and how he didn't stay in it. Well, he's back in the news, folks, believe it or not. Who would have thought that this psychopathic idiot would be back in the news? But yeah, he was back, and he really came with it this week, and like not in a fun way. Like I said, like he's gotten to the point. This fellow, he's gotten to the point where he's in the news. It's not even fun. It's not even fun. It's worse than fun. It's sinister. It's vile. I like to use the word vile. I noticed that I listened to some old episodes of the podcast recently, and I was like, damn, I like to say vile. And honestly, having said it as many times as I have, I'm actually surprised more people don't say it. I'm glad they don't, because I get to be the person who keeps that in his vocabulary specifically. Like, hey, I'm known as the guy who says vile. That's pretty cool. But vile is fun. But yeah, that nigga sucks, man. Like, he just sucks. Like straight out sucks. And not even like he's always kind of sucked, but like he always has something to fall back on. And it's like, I know motherfuckers are going to defend certain projects of his in the last few years as like still worthy, but like this guy has not been anywhere near his peak in terms of musical output in at least 5 years. At least 5 years. Everybody wants to talk about the one album where he went out to that dumb state and did all the dumb stuff, and the one album where he invited all those people out to come listen to. No, that shit sucked, man. I don't care how much you like the song Ghost Town. The guy sucks. But the one thing about that guy I will say is he always provides a jumping off point for conversation. And this is what I want to talk about this week was like, what is the value of discourse? Because that guy was invited onto the Drink Champs podcast, in addition to being invited on to the Shop, LeBron's show on HBO. And, because people said that, they wanted to give him a platform to talk, and like, talk plainly and not have to hide his, not have to code his language and not have to, soften his rhetoric. And It is so much so that like um the shop had to can the episode that they were going to do with him because he was just saying a bunch of bullshit. And then Nori on Drink Champs got in trouble for even having him on. But it's like, and then Nori goes on the Breakfast Club the next day and apologized for having him on the show. And his excuse was he was gonna walk out. Well, let him go. I think it was bad funny when he went on Breakfast Club because the nigga was just apologizing for all the things that he allowed to happen, and he was like, "You gotta give me some credit, man. I was calling him out on this shit." Like, bro, sometimes it's not worth having the conversation, bro. If I was talking to a motherfucker and a nigga said to me, "Yo, the sun isn't real," the conversation is over. I'm not gonna argue with the nigga about why the sun isn't real. I'm not gonna have a conversation with him and like you gotta hear him out. Like Jesus, like Jesus from Jesus Mary. He has this tweet where he's whenever there's like a controversial thing happening, he's like, you gotta hear both sides. He's saying that sarcastically, but it's like some motherfuckers really believe that you do not have to hear both sides, bro. There's one side in the argument of whether if the sun is real. There's one side, bro. The sun's real as far as I'm concerned. Now here's the thing. The sun very well may not be real, right? But I don't care. I don't care enough to hear why you think it's not real, bro. It's real to me. It's real to me, goddammit. It's done me nothing but good. You know what I mean? I mean, I'm sure it's. I feel like it's done the earth nothing but good. I mean, sure, it's fucking caused fires and killed thousands of people from heat stroke and heat exhaustion. But that's not the sun's fault. That's everybody's fault for not drinking enough water. The trees that burned, they should have drank more water. The motherfuckers that got heat stroke, they should have drank more water. I drink a good amount of water, and look at me, never died of heat stroke, never even had heat exhaustion. But the discourse part of it, man, it's like you don't need to hear everybody's side of any argument, bro. I mean, I've already said it enough times. Like we already do too much talking in this country and probably in the world at large. But I can only speak for this country. You know what I mean? We do too much talking, bro. Like there's so very little action that like we could definitely like cut out a good amount of like conversation and discourse and be just fine, bro. I don't need to hear we don't need to hear all point of views. We really don't. That's why I have no respect for motherfuckers having for the motherfuckers on the shop and motherfuckers on Drink Champs. Which I mean, don't even get me started on Drink Champs as like a show. Like Nori keeps calling himself a journalist because he does media. It's like, nigga, you are not a journalist. What are you journaling, bro? Like what have you reported on? What are you like what research are you doing? That nigga's a buffoon, and I don't use that term lightly. That nigga is a fucking buffoon, bro. He like it's a show where you just get people drunk. Hey, and look, almost every episode of Drink Champs is like 3 hours plus. I've watched at least 12 full episodes of Drink Champs. You know what I mean? Cameron episode, loved it. You know what I mean? But it's not journalism, bro. It's like, bro, just stop pretending like you're not just getting these niggas on for clicks. The shop, you wanted this nigga on for clicks. Drink Champs, you wanted him on for clicks. And like, because there's nothing to talk about, bro. Y'all not even like holding his feet to the fire on these ideas. And no one's challenging him because y'all be letting him, I'm a free thinker, his way out of like having a real conversation. The guy's an idiot. And a lot of people don't realize he's an idiot because they believe he's a genius in music, and that may be the case. But like, genius is not like a catch-all term, bro. You could be a genius in one aspect and not in others. The idea in popular culture and media of genius is like a Dr. Manhattan, like Sherlock Holmes type of genius, where it's like, oh, if you're a genius in math, you're also a genius in science and in philosophy and in music. It's like, bro, that's not how it works, bro. Like, there are genius composers that don't know how to do their taxes, brother. It's and I guess most people don't know how to do their taxes, and it's because schools should be teaching us how to do their taxes. That's so funny when motherfuckers be like, oh, schools should teach us how to do taxes. Like, nah, they taught me how to do taxes, dog. They taught them how to do just fine. I don't do them because why would I? But it's like, I know how to do my taxes, but they taught me that in school. Like, there wasn't a full year course called taxes, but it's like, taxes is not that complicated. Y'all niggas is just stupid. Everybody who says like, oh, how come they didn't teach us this in school? Now they taught us most of that shit in school. Now I'm not gonna say they can't expand the curriculums in school, but like, now they taught us a lot of shit in school. You just wasn't paying attention, bro. How come they only teach us how to balance the checkbook? Nah, they did, bro. I remember that. I remember in my school. Let me say that they spelled me in my school. Yeah, your school. Maybe y'all niggas was underfunded, and I know my school was underfunded, bro. I grew up in the hood. Here's how fucked up one of my schools was. When I was in middle school, we was the senior class from 4th grade to 8th grade. We never Like I never had niggas to look up to. That's why I'm gonna be out here calling niggas big bro, cause I ain't have no role models, bro. I was my role model, nigga. In 4th grade, we was the senior class. In 5th grade, we was the senior class. 6th, 7th, 8th, we was the senior class, bro. I ain't know what a senior was until I started 9th grade, bro. And that shaped me into the person I am. That's not the point. The point is they taught us shit in school, and the and the larger point is, damn, what was the larger point? Genius is a specific term, bro. That guy is stupid. He's very stupid. And I'm not even like and like, but not so stupid that like he don't know what he's saying. It's a shame because this nigga is stupid and he also is clearly mentally ill, which is like the worst possible combination. He's stupid, arrogant, and mentally ill, and he's black. That nigga's America's worst nightmare. Like Ice Cube, you had it all fucked up. This nigga's America's worst nightmare. But this insistence on having conversations with people who are either clearly acting in bad faith or are misinformed, ill-informed, or ignorant is completely worthless to me, bro. I don't think we need to be talking to people who don't got nothing to talk about. Sometimes it just ain't no need for conversation, bro. It reminds me of something that happened to me in high school. So in freshman year of high school, we were at our lunch table, and like we had like a crew, and there's like 8 of us at the lunch table that always sat there. But out of the 8 of us, there was one dude that used to sit at our table who none of us really rocked with, but he somehow just fell into like our table one day and then he just became a member of the table. But like we did not fuck with him like that. Anyway, one time we all went up to get our lunch and I got back to the table first. When I get back to the table, he had left his wallet on the table, and in his wallet was a condom. And this condom could only be described as miniature. Like, I didn't know they made miniature condoms, but like it was in there. It was tiny. Like that shit was the size of a nickel. And I see this, and I was like, yo, whose condom is this? And I'm like, yo, whose little ass condom is this? And you know what I mean, everybody who's come back to the table, they say, oh, that's so-and-so's condom. I almost said his name. That's so-and-so's condom. And I was like, that's so-and-so's wallet, so that must be his condom. I was like, yo, what you doing with this little ass condom, dog? And he's getting real upset. And I can understand he's getting upset because I invaded his personal space. I shouldn't have done that. But I saw something that I'd never seen before. This is a shocking object. So I see it. I'm like, yo, what with this little ass condom? I'm cooking this nigga. I'm just letting him have it. And he starts getting upset. And he's like, oh, I ain't got no little dick. I said, I ain't say you had a little dick. I just said you had a little condom. And I didn't know that. And I mean, now what are the little condoms used for? I'm sure you might use it for a smaller member. But I'm not saying that that's definitely the case. You might be holding this for a friend. So I was threatening me that you'll fight me. I'm like, I'm not gonna fight you because you got a little dick. Now I've said that he's had a little dick. He's very upset and he starts chasing me around the table. But I'm still firing off jokes at him while he's chasing me around the table. And it's getting him more upset. Yeah, I mean, I'm juking him and shit and just throwing, little jabs at him like, yeah, we little ass dick nigga. Anyway, so then an administrator sees this happening. He comes over, he breaks up the situation, and he takes us to his office. He's like, what's the happening? You know what I mean? And I'm like, I don't know. He's like, somebody gotta talk. And he's like, oh, he's saying I got a little dick, which is a hilarious thing to find yourself saying to your vice principal, especially like we was only in school for like 2 months at this point. Like, so we freshmen 2 months into the school year, and you complaining to the vice principal, well, this guy said I got a little dick. Like, bro, we are teenagers, bro. Like, grow up, dog. But the vice principal turns to me. He's like, oh, what do you got to say for yourself? Basically, I'm like, bro, like, I don't have to say anything for myself. I'm not the one with the little ass condom, bro. He shouldn't have brought that shit to school, nigga. Nigga came to the gunfight with a deuce, dog. Like, that's not my problem, bro. I'm over here with the 4/5. You know what I mean? I'm good money. But the dude was like, yo, some of the girls might hear. I was like, bro, they was not fucking with you anyway, bro. I know for a fact they wasn't fucking with you, bro. And he's like, the vice principal was trying to get us to like hash out our differences. I said, there are no differences other than anatomically. There are no differences like that I need to hash out, bro. If this nigga got a little dick, that's something he got to talk to the women about. You know what I mean? Maybe he can put on a demonstration. I don't have nothing. I wash my hands of the situation, dog. I don't care anymore. And that was that. But the point of the story is, sometimes you don't gotta have a conversation, bro. If you got a little dick, nigga, that's on you. That ain't on me. You know what I mean? Why the fuck would you come to the lunch table with a condom made for an action figure and think I wasn't gonna cook you, dog? I'm at the one. Anyway, sometimes discourse is not necessary, dog. Yeah, that's the episode. I actually got a really fun episode planned for next week. It's gonna be cool. I got a lot of ideas. Go ahead and hit that like button. Go ahead and hit that share button. Subscribe. Subscribe to the podcast on wherever you get your podcasts. Subscribe to this channel on YouTube if you're watching it in video fashion. I gotta go edit this podcast. So as always, Hulk Hogan, we coming for you, nigga. And I gotta go edit this podcast. So as always, Hulk Hogan, we coming for you, nigga.
I don't remember asking you a goddamn thing.